Hey guys, just came over here to see my old friend Joseph Wicks. You guys might know us from some of our how-to videos on our flooring and our snow removal. And here's old Joseph. What are you working on today, Joseph?
Well, we're gonna make some cookies is what the plan is. We have got some homemade dough here called the oatmeal chocolate chip dough. It's my personal recipe.
Now, do you do anything? Now, do you add anything to that, or just kind of go with what it is?
Well, I came up with my own ingredients that I add to it. It's a special touch, and
Don't want to give that away just yet, do we?
no, you don't want to give that away, because yeah, it's a real secret. But it's an egg and butter.
Okay. So you don't add anything as far as like additional chocolate chips or maybe some butterscotch chips? I hear people do that sometimes.
I see where you're going with that. That's
Yeah.
down the road, but
Yeah,
I sure
yeah.
do. I sure
Yeah.
do.
What do you got there? That's a pretty nice apron you're wearing.
It's my wife's.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good apron.
But I
So,
like
what is the first thing we do here?
Can you help me with the tie?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Go, man.
Ah, thanks, pal.
Yeah, no problem. So, what's our first step here?
Well, there's a lot of steps when it comes to baking cookies, and some people think it's easy. It's just easy, just whip some chocolate chippers or whatever into the oven. But
I can tell you from personal experience, it is not.
everybody's had those experiences where things go bad sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, first step, some don't know this, but preheat. Preheat the oven. 350 is what it comes on to. I don't really know how to make it go any different, up or down. So
Now, is 350 pretty standard?
I just hit preheat. I don't really know what to do after that.
Okay.
And it comes on at 350. So
Okay.
everything I cook is at 350. Tends to work out nice. And then you got your pan. Now, some people don't know, but these old brown pans, they're the best. Like, you get those new fancy ones. Fancy schmancy is what I say about that.
Looks like that thing's had some cookies thrown on her. That or some flapjacks.
Listen, when you taste these cookies, you'll know I've made a lot of cookies, and they've all
You can
been on
tell. I
this
mean, that
pan.
thing's made a lot of love. I mean,
A lot of love.
hey guys, I just wanted to mention something real quick. This pan, while it's beautiful, and I'm sure it does okay, we do not know how much love this pan has made. What we meant to say was has made a lot of cookies with love.
That's a good
So,
clarification, Chris.
I'm real sorry about that. I hope we didn't offend any of our followers.
None taken.
All three of them.
Both of them.
So the next step is,
Oh, sweet Lord. You want me to do that step?
we cracked this egg?
That's a grade A.
Large.
Can I get myself in here? Grade
Large
A.
egg.
Large, yeah. Extra
Normally-
large makes it a little eggy, if you know what I mean.
Normally we would have a camera person, but due to budgetary cuts, we had to let our
I
cameraman
thought we
go.
weren't talking about budget cuts, Chris.
Well,
Nobody
I mean,
wants to
our
hear
crowd
about
has
our
to know.
lack of money.
So go ahead and like, share if you care.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Right below.
Down below here.
Well, you see where
Share
you're pointing there, son.
if you care. Josh Fernstein always says. So the first thing we're
No,
gonna.
no, would you stop?
Oh, okay.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
So okay, I'm doing something wrong.
Traditionally, you would lay down a paper towel so that you don't get the egg all over the counter. Can you
Why
do
would
that?
we do that?
What are you going to do with that egg once it's cracked?
Can I show you?
Yeah, please.
So, crepes. We're not making crepes today. Oat milk cookies, actually, Joseph. So we got that in there. You do that. Shake
What are
it
you
all
gonna
out.
do?
Shake it all out. Okay, so that's done. So now what I do, biggest thing about any kind of cooking or anything in general in life, if you can clean up your mess right when you make it, you're gonna deal. That goes in life. You know, if you make a mistake, go ahead and fix it right there,
clean it
just
right up.
like an egg. Just clean it up while you're there. Move on. That's what I do with eggs. So we got this
Fantastic.
eggshell. Instead of putting a paper towel down, covering up our mess, or putting a Band-Aid on it, I just walk right over here to the garbage can.
Sure will.
Guess
Dump
what?
on my floor.
We just threw that egg away. Nothing on there.
Can we look for shells real quick? Yep, looks good.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And cut. So what's next is butter. Typically we use a whole stick of butter. What I like to use is the salted butter with sweet cream. Net weight 4 ounces. It's real good as far as making your cookies so they're not so heavy and you're walking around
Texture.
with I ate some unsalted butter. I hate that.
Right, no,
Trust me.
it's worse
So what we do, we just open this up. We just kind of
Drop it like it's hot. Drop
Yep,
it.
wobble, wobble, shake it, boom.
Wobble, wobble,
That's
shake,
it.
shake.
So back to what we were talking about earlier, go ahead and clean that mess up in life, whether it's, you know, an unpaid speeding ticket or
That's a mess.
where?
Uncleaned up.
This?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually grabbing that right now. Thanks for bringing that up, Joseph. I was planning on grabbing that. I'm throwing that
Always
in
has to be
here.
right.
So, so far
Wait, who
now,
has speeding tickets?
I have several, unpaid,
Unpaid.
but I do clean up my butter. So anyway, what's next is we're gonna set this over here.
Just start going. And the multiple speed, variable speed, I'd suggest maybe a 3 or 4 spot. Yep, I think that looks good. So there's a couple keys at this point. You got texture to consider, smell. Smells right, the texture's right, and so I think we're good. Now, Chris talked about a little trick earlier in the film, and it was adding some extras. If you just go with the standard amount of chocolate chips in one of these guys, you're not going to be satisfied. And so add a couple extra chocolate chips to the tune of that many. One secret recipe I want to share with you, if Chris would compose himself. Butterscotchies. When you add extra chocolate chips and just a handful of butterscotchies, it's fantastic. Now,
These are the commemorative 75th anniversaries.
yes, they are. One last thing I want to share with you before we whip out some chocolate chippers is this little sucker. You just plop them on there.
And that's good for making
Son
love.
of a gun.
Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. Okay, so maybe you got to do a little flop there.
I got to figure out why that didn't work so good.
Okay. Give it a little flop.
So it appears we have a sticky texture.
This is perfect.
Nice.
Beautiful. So have you ever considered just maybe using your hands?
This always works, I promise.
I would have.
Something went wrong, Chris. Something. Cut the video!
Got to kind of improvise on the fly here sometimes,
Listen,
huh?
sometimes things don't go as planned, and for some reason our little mechanism failed us. But at least we found out the idea of how big it should be, and so we're just hand forming them. We just got them together and dropping them right on there. There'll be a little bit of inconsistency with that, but I promise you, it's gonna work. It's gonna be great.
All right, so now we're to the point of putting these suckers in the oven. You can see them in there. They're going to turn out perfectly. We're going to set it in there. And at, I believe, 9:30, we're going to have us some cookies. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with you.
Looks good. All right, Chris, why don't you go ahead and get in there and grab yourself one of those.
Oh, look at these. These just turned out great. I am so excited about trying
Texture's
one of
on
these.
point.
Oh, man, you can see the butterscotch there are just popping. Oh. Oh, man. Well, pay attention for our next snow removal video. That's a wrap.